We are live. Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Andre from Overcoming the Odds, and you came exactly for what this title said, how to use videos to help generate more leads, more sales, more signups. And basically, in short, it's going to be more of a structure how we're going to have it planned out. So we have more on our panel besides this myself and my friend Neil here, but we have two other ones that will be coming on a little bit later throughout this hangout, which is all fine and dandy. So we just wanted to let you guys give a heads up about that. So it'll be like a little bit of a panel interrupt, and we'll find out later on as far as what those are too, which is real good. But without any other further ado, let me go ahead and introduce let him introduce himself all the way from the UK. So I'm over here in the state of Florida, Mr. Henson.
Hey guys, my name's Neil Henson. Like Andre said, I'm currently residing in the UK. So currently my time is 11 p.m. But beautiful thing about the internet is it's 24 hours a day. So regardless of whether we do this at 11 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock in the morning, you're online 24 hours a day, and that's what we've got to love about the internet. But as Andre said, we're going to go through some statistics about video, about why you need to be using video every single day as part of your business strategy. Because we're going to show some figures that I was actually just running by Andre. It's going to absolutely blow your mind as to how big video is and how you should be using it as part of your strategy. And all you need is just the right strategy to just blow up your business, because video is easily capable of doing that. And we'll go into, like I said, the statistics and about how much video is sort of taking over now and all that. We'll go through all that and so much more. Like I say, by the end of this video, you will literally have everything you need to literally just go out there and just run with video marketing. So I'm just going to leave it to that. And Patricia's literally timed it nicely there, so I'm gonna send it across to her.
Hi guys. Yeah, so we're talking about video marketing. Hey, I'm the video queen, so this should be fun for you guys to hang out with us today with Neil and Andre, and we have one member missing. I'm sure you guys have said we have one more person. His name is Ian, and hopefully he hops on. But anyway, we're here to help you with videos.
All right. So let me just so you guys can just get a clear visual as far as like, okay, what is it exactly they're going to be able to use to just help me immediately? Because that's really the whole purpose of us setting this up for tonight, is so you can go immediately as soon as this is done already, middle of this hangout, as far as like, you know what, I can do this right now. That's the whole purpose too. We'll be covering up just some simple stuff. Let me show you exactly what we'll be covering for tonight. Just real in brief. We're going to be covering right here why videos, why doing videos. This is a little bit of a review from last week. You'll see this is staggering as far as when we go into like this example Neil mentioned, this statistics of where videos are going. We're going to be going to as far as the introductions, because it's crucial, and we know that people's times attention spans are real short. We'll be covering the content of the videos. Exactly. You might be wondering, okay, I'm in another business. We respect that too, and again, we're using this. This is basically a tool for you to get started. As far as like, I can talk about my business as well, but what other information is something of value can I share out? We're going to be explaining that again later tonight. Then we'll be going over reviewing real briefly as far as what we covered, and then at the very end of this, we have a bonus for you that stay all the way toward the end, as far as just so you can always have great ideas as far as what to share. So that's just one thing. That was just what I want to cover, just real briefly, so you can see. Oh, okay, this is exactly what they're going to be talking about too. And again, we just wanted to just share again, just real quick. Well, I say not real quick because this is ridiculous. As far as again, why videos? Perfect example. The person that we were talking about, Ian Clark, he's not here with us yet. Hopefully, he is here. When I first got a chance to meet him, how did I meet him? I kid you not, a video. It was right before a company event we had. It was a year ago. It'll be a year ago next month. We were in a Facebook group. He did a video. If I'm not mistaken, if he comes out, I hope if you remember, he can share that story. I think it was his first video, and I was like, okay, this is Ian. So I'm good with faces. So I mean, if you post your face wherever on Facebook and social media, I'm gonna be recognized here too. I'm gonna recognize you too. You know, you can't miss me because I stick out like a sore thumb. That's later down the road too. But anyway, when I saw the picture, I walked up to him. I came up, walked up to him at the event. I was like, "Oh, so you're Ian Clark?" He just kind of looked at me like, "Oh, what?" I was like, "Man, don't worry about it. I saw you in the video." So I'm just saying though too. When you get yourself out there too, you never know who you're going to engage with. So I mean, we covered it last week as far as exactly okay why videos. And again, we're going to be going over that a little bit too before we get into the structural part. But you know, this so you see this where statistically where they're going right now with videos. I don't know if you guys are familiar with tools, different apps now like Blab and Periscope, which are the new kids on the block, basically in the Twitter family. We won't be talking about those so much as we just talking just in sense in general videos. It can be posted on YouTube, it can be posted on Facebook. It's the same concept too, especially when you're trying to get the message out. So without me going and just spilling the beans too much, Neil, go give me the statistics, man, because my jaw has still not dropped. I've still not been able to pick up my jaw from the floor of what you've been giving me all week about this.
All right, cheers, Andre. Well, yeah, I mean, I was just running. There is one thing I'll share with you, but I'm going to leave that one to a little bit later because it's truly astounding how big videos actually are. But one of the mobile phone apps that's only recently come out. It's called Periscope. Now, as Andre just mentioned, we're not going to talk too much about it, but I'm just going to give you a kind of idea as to how big it is. Now, Periscope is an app primarily for your mobile phone, and basically it's Twitter's way of catching on to the video craze. Because, like I say, since YouTube came around, everything's just gone crazy with videos. And Periscope has only been around. They was actually purchased by Twitter back in March of this year. And I think it actually went live in May. So it's only been around for literally just over 4 months. But in that time, it's now got over 10 million active users. It's one of the fastest growing marketing trends currently online at the moment. And they have released another one called Blab. I haven't run any statistics on that at the moment. That's something I will do. But, Periscope, like I say, 10 million people have actually signed up to Periscope in 4 months. That's 2.5 million people a month. Is actually using sign up with Periscope, and the average length. Sorry, I won't say the average length, but statistically, the 40 years worth of actual live broadcasts gets watched on Periscope every single day. Now, I want you to think how much video that actually is, but that's literally what's being streamed on Periscope every single day. And that just, that in itself is just absolutely crazy how big that actually is. Now that's only been coming around 4 months, so that's gonna get bigger as time goes on. And like I say, I don't even want to think about how big that's going to be, this time next year, or even to be honest, this time next month, based on the statistics that they've already running. But something that I will quickly share with you, and this is running some YouTube statistics, and something that I was mentioning to Andre that YouTube actually has 300 hours of videos uploaded to it every single minute. Now, 300 hours, if you break that down, 300 hours is roughly, you're looking at about 12 and a half days. So if you think about, in fact it's 12 and a half days. So you think 12 and a half days worth of videos is uploaded to YouTube every single minute. So you think how many videos is actually being uploaded to YouTube every single day. It's just absolutely crazy how much videos that is to think on a day, let alone a year. It's just it absolutely blows your mind. But I've just got a few statistics here that over 4 billion videos are watched on YouTube every single day. That's 4 billion. That's absolutely huge. So 4 billion a day. Over 800 million unique visitors is actually, that's what YouTube has every single month. 800 million visitors every single month. Now, average person can watch, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. It depends on obviously the length of the video. But the average person is not just going to go there and perhaps watch one, unless of course it's one of those, perhaps it's a training video that lasts for a couple of hours. But you know, people go on. I know me myself. I go on and I see a couple of videos, and I'll watch 4 or 5 videos at a time. You know, if I like them, and like I said, provided I've got enough time. You know, again, some of them can last a little bit longer. But you know, another thing here, over 3 billion hours of videos is watched each month on YouTube. So again, you know, just truly astounding numbers. And you know, this is another thing as well, that in the next 2.5 years, it's a company called Cisco who's run some statistics that 79% of online traffic, and this is not just in the country, this is worldwide. So 79% of worldwide traffic is forecasted to be done by videos in the next 2.5 years. So it is going to absolutely blow up. I mean, it's already huge right now, but I'm not joking. You have not seen anything yet. It's literally, it's going to go absolutely mental. It's going to blow up even more than what it is now. So if you think about them numbers there, you know, you're talking billions of views every single day. Billions of hours are being watched every single month. It's just truly astounding how big video is. But you know what we're going to go through with you, and this is what Andre was saying at the start of the call. We're going to run through with you, so you're going to literally know what to shoot videos about. You're going to know how to shoot videos. You're going to have the structure to shoot videos. We're going to literally go through absolutely everything. So by the end of it, you can literally walk away and say, right, how can I implement this into my? Because you need. I cannot stress enough. You need to use videos. It's not a case of should I be using videos. You just need to find a way to incorporate videos, because again, you know, YouTube, if you think how many video marketing websites there are out there, there are so many, it's unbelievable. YouTube's one, obviously the biggest, but there are so many others as well. So you can use YouTube, but there's so many more as well. So, and like I say, everywhere's cottoning on to the videos. I mean, Facebook actually competes with YouTube, and I actually heard over the past couple of weeks that Facebook now has more video views than YouTube does. So the statistics I've just run with you about, you know, YouTube having 4 billion video views every single day. Well, Facebook, if Facebook does more than that, that's two websites, and you're getting 8 billion, possibly even 9 billion if Facebook's taking over. Then that's potentially 9 billion videos are being watched every single day. All you need is a small fraction of that traffic, small fraction. And you talking, you know, you're set for life. Your business will just blow up. I'm not kidding. And this is something that I just ran to Andre just for the hangout. So if you do the statistics, so say for example, I think I read just before I jumped on the hangout that YouTube back in 2011 actually had 1 trillion views. It was views, wasn't it, Andre? So 1 trillion views a month. So if you think, right, that was back in 2011. So you think now, go on 4 years, I would expect that to have at least doubled. So I'm going to be conservative and say doubled, but judging by how much the video is blowing up, I'm going to probably say it's tripled, possibly even quadrupled. But we're going to be conservative, and we're going to say it's doubled. So we're talking about 2 trillion people watching 2 trillion videos a year. So if you take that and just take 1% of 2 trillion, that's 20 million. Sorry, 20 billion, I do apologize. So you're talking about 20 billion, okay? So again, we'll just go out again. So we go 1% of the 1%. And that is 200 million. So again, that's what we'll go again, 1% of that. So again, 1% of the 1% of the 1%. So that's 2 million views. And we'll go one further. So this is now 1% of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. This is 0.0000001% of yearly videos watched just on YouTube, and you're talking 20,000 video views. Do you think it's actually possible to tap into that much traffic? Bear in mind how many videos are being viewed every single year just on YouTube. So we're not even we're discounting Facebook, which is supposed to have taken over. Again, I haven't ran it. I'm just going off what I've heard. So even if you discount Facebook, you're still talking 2 trillion videos a year, and we're talking not just you tapping into a large portion of that. I'm talking about 0.0000001%. You know, that is 100, probably possibly even a millionth of a percent of actual YouTube traffic. You know, how much traffic do you think you actually need to actually start seeing your business just blow up? I mean, that's just one video. So if you've got one video to generate that much, just 20,000 videos, I know again 20,000 is still a large number, but when we're talking about 2 trillion views a year, and that's being conservative, it's possibly a lot more than that now. But you know, you're talking about 1% of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Literally such a small fraction, and literally, like I said, you can get one video, and as long as you're giving such great value, you know, this is the good thing about videos. Kind of like Facebook, you see a video and you like it, so you share it, or you just like it, you comment on it. Same thing with video. If you see something that you like, you're gonna want to share it, and that's the power of video, because you know I can't even tell you how powerful video is. I mean, we're going to go into that a little bit later. So I don't want to kind of go into it right now, but I'm just giving you the numbers as to how powerful video is and why you need to be using it. Because this is just being, one, on a conservative level, and two, this is how on a conservative level now. So we're talking about in 2-3 years, this is just going to, it's going to be more than double than what it is now. So it's going to be, I can't even tell you how big it is. It's going to be huge. You're talking billions and billions of views, and you're going to need such a small fraction of it. So if you just posting on a consistent basis, I mean, that's one thing I will tell you, you know, like I said, we'll go through everything else later, but you need to post on a consistent basis, because the one thing that YouTube will always look for is consistency. And because if he doesn't know, he can't forecast when you're shooting videos, it can't become to rely on you. So if you can show YouTube you're there every single day posting videos, it's going to look to your channel as an authority, and that's one of the keys about getting your videos ranked, not only on YouTube, but we know YouTube is owned by Google, so there is a way as well of getting onto the first page of Google, and that's, you know, that's something that we'll be able to show you. But like I say, it's just the power of videos is truly astounding, and YouTube is looked at, obviously, because Google owns it, but because of it's the second biggest search engine in the world. I don't know if it's the second or the third. It kind of fluctuates because Facebook takes over, then it dips. So it's never consistent, because they sort of bounce between each other. But Facebook and YouTube sort of bounce between. I think Google's the first, so it's the second or the third largest website in the world. So arguably, like I say, it's got a lot of traffic, it's got a lot of authority. So whenever you post a video on there, there is every potential you can get ranked in the search engines, certainly where Google's concerned. And obviously Google owns a large portion of the internet traffic because they're huge. You know, I think they own 70% of search engine traffic. So truly astounding numbers. But like I said, we're going to go through with you that. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But you know, I just wanted to run some statistics with you, because like I said, we're not talking about a large portion of actual online videos that you need to be focusing on. Like I say, if you can just talk about a small percentage, you have every potential of your business just absolutely blowing up. So you know, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know if any of you guys have got anything else to share about, you know, whether you've got any comments based on them statistics or anything like that. But you know,
I guess it's safe to say there's opportunity out there. But I mean, that's the reason why Neil just brought up all the information as far as this opportunity out there. Again, for my fellow home-based business professionals out there as well that are not doing videos, that should be taking advantage of this, because you're working on getting more rapport, more eyeballs to whatever it is, your opportunity, product or service. And then obviously, like we mentioned earlier, we're going to be going a little bit more over the content as well. And I'll just share this right now too, because we're going to be talking about it again later on too. But it's also crucial to get to company events as well, and then shooting videos like crazy. You don't have to have the video on yourself now. We'll go talk about that a little bit as well too later on as well. But as far as this going out there and sharing sharing something. People are curious these days. That's the whole point of building a rapport. They're curious. They're gonna be like, what's this person doing? Even if it's your first video, trust me, you're gonna get some eyeballs on there too, because it's that little thing called views in the very bottom left side, especially on for Facebook. People are always curious as far as like, what in the world is this guy talking about? People are curious these days. I mean, you post a picture or whatnot, a funny picture or whatever. You see it on Instagram, you see it on Facebook or Twitter. Okay, we got that. But you post a video. Oh, now I'm gonna see. Okay, and it's yourself. Okay, now this person's gonna be like, all right, what's this person doing? That's what gets just as far as building that type of rapport. Again, that curiosity from people. Give you another perfect example. This is where I'm going to let her just go share. Come on out, Patricia, because she is the queen of this too, especially on Facebook. When this is like, especially when we have company events or this is basically her lifestyle too, she posts that. People are kind of curious, like, what in the world is this woman doing? So what is it, Patricia? What is it that you're doing?
Well, put it this way. People love to be on camera. Because we are at those events, we are all online internet marketers, so we see the value of what video can do, just like what Neil talked about, all the stats and everything. So everybody wants to take the opportunity, whether they're making the video themselves, they want to get in, and we know we have photo bombs, people that love to do that. Andre did one to me, even though that was a picture, it wasn't a video, but everybody wants to present themselves. And again, for what I like about all the different platforms that are available to us, again, we're not going to go into Periscope, which is a live video format and platform on your phone. There's Blab, of course, YouTube, all of the Vimeo, and I can't even list how many different platforms there are because I don't know them all, to be honest. But we want to get ourselves out there. Because let's face it, the big companies for years, for decades, have had multi-million-dollar videos. At the Super Bowl, what do? They make these advertisements that cost billions of dollars. They have set designers, they have actors, they employ famous people, singers to get on there and promote their goods and their items, right? Well, we have this little tiny machine thing here, right? Powerful platform that's called a cell phone, right? And in it, it's got a camera. We can just shoot it. The lighting doesn't have to be perfect. There are techniques, of course, that would make a flawless video that looks like $1 million, right? But we don't have $1 million to spend on our advertising, but we do have this that's a monthly fee that we pay for, and we could just turn it on, do a video, and boom, we've got it. So that's one thing that I like, and that's why I think at all the events, when I do go and I shoot the things that I shoot with the other leaders, with other people, and I highlight them and put it up on YouTube, put it into a blog, this is a way that they know that they can be seen by other people and get known by other people who are watching. So it's just a powerful platform, That's it.
And I guess it's also safe to say too, is also in a sense, if you are in a company event, again, like I said, we're not talking about so much our company as we're talking about, again, if we're respect if you're another company, because we're just sharing this another tool as far as how to basically rank as authority, building rapport as well. Here's another key thing too. And Patricia's, again, she's almost like a master in a sense. She loves to get with leaders within our company, because now, guess what? Now you're building yourself as an authority. Besides not already talking already about content and the value. Again, we're going to be talking about a little more of it later as well too, sharing valuable information. As we already briefly described too, that's another way of just getting yourself out there too. Your own uniqueness, your own story, or whatever have you tell you, whatever have you. We mentioned Ian, our other partner that's normally on this panel as well. This is somebody who was, believe it or not, he was an introvert. Worked at his family farm for years, young man as well. When I first met him, oh, by the way, in Orlando almost a year ago. Ready for this? This was the first time he was ever out of the country, first time he ever flown. And when he shared that in a video, you can bet your sweet behind he had a handful of people just watching like, what in the world is this kid doing? Got the curiosity. and building rapport. It's crucial. On top of already what Neil mentioned as far as the statistical part of it too, okay, because now you're thinking, all right, I just want this. I want people. Okay, how am I going to use this tool to get people to my opportunity? Because we know that's what you're looking for. We know that's what you're here for. We're basically giving you it right there, right here, by having fun. That's the whole point too. You gotta be calm and relaxed with this as well. Make sure if it's your first video, post it anyway and don't even edit it. Make sure you can think it's the worst video, and that would be the one people will be able to resonate with you the most. Believe it or not. We can go story for story for story about this too with people in our own company. Like for example, I like to follow somebody in our company. I kid you not, this man started in a single wide trailer, and now obviously check our income disclosure because I'm about to mention income too because average results not typical, but they are possible. That's the reason why we're sharing this. But again, our income disclaimer is in the bottom of this. But he's now a $400,000 earner within our company. Because of this shooting videos while he was at a single wide trailer. Now, obviously, he doesn't live there anymore, too, because he had people that were resonating with him. I met people that are on his team that when he shared this, because he does a morning mindset call as well that I've always listened to. And I had one lady, she was like, hey, guys, I was able to resonate with him because of the video. I joined him. Listen to it. Listen to what I'm saying. She joined him while he was still in a single wide trailer. People are going to join you. They're not going to join. Your company can be whatever. It could be XYZ, whatever the name of the company is. People are going to join you when it's all said and done. That's the whole point. So when you shoot that video where you think, oh man, I gotta look perfect, I gotta have this thing edited, just post it, put it up there too. Don't do anything to it. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna resonate with you. I'm telling you, we got countless and countless Insta stories about that. Go ahead, Neil. I know you want to say something, man.
No, I was just going to follow on to exactly what you said there because, I mean, this is the thing as well. I mean, I know I was guilty of this when I first started shooting videos. I was always thinking I needed to make it perfect. I needed to have I needed to be able to say everything. I was always guilty of, like you say, I was always watching it over, expecting it to be perfect before I would post it. And I was my own worst critic thinking, okay, I didn't like that, or I didn't like that, and I'm missing that. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say don't recap it because ultimately, if you want to make sure you're getting the content, that's cool. That's no problem. But don't, if you're going to watch it, or this is what I was going to say, don't watch it, listen to it. So if it comes to it and you think that, you know, you're that person where you're going to watch it and it's like, I don't really like the way I looked in that or anything like that. If you're that type of person, don't watch it. Listen to it. So turn your back, listen to the video because the video is all about the content. You know, at the end of the day, think about the end user. What do they want? And if your message hits that, who cares what you look like? You know, this is something I like to share every single time we're talking about videos because right now, I don't know if many of you guys have heard of this guy, but he is one of the top earners in network marketing. And again, you know, same as Andre says, we're not going to guarantee you no results. At the end of the day, results will vary, but as long as you stay consistent, like this man, you know, this is what he did, and he reached the top. He is literally the top earner in his network marketing company. But he actually said when he first started shooting videos, somebody actually came up to him and says, "You inspired me." And he actually thought, "Oh yeah, you know, I inspired someone," and they're just like, "No, because your video was that awful." And they actually said his video was that awful. You know, he said his hair was out of place and he had a creased, stained shirt and all that. And it's just like, you know, if it had been reviewing it and then, all right, I'm not going to post that because, you know, it looks awful. But this person actually came to him and goes, no, I still like the content. You know, it's just it amazed me to and it sort of put things in perspective that it's not about how you look on video, it's about the content. And that inspired that person to think, you know what, I can do that too. Because if this guy can do it, and hey, you know, I just pointed out to you what they said to him, you know, then you know, anybody can do it. And that's the whole point here. You know, we see the gurus posting these cream and proper videos. And again, I'm not taking nothing away from that because at the end of the day, that it works because otherwise they wouldn't do it. But don't feel that you have to compete on that level. You know, at the end of the day, you shoot videos, there is every possibility you can get there. But if you don't start, you never are. It's just as simple as that. Don't be your worst critic. Shoot a video, and same as Andre says, just post it. Don't worry about it. You know, at the end of the day, those people who want to surround themselves and lift you up, those are the people you need to be paying attention to. Anybody that says anything negative, forget them, because they're not worthy of your time. They're not worthy of being around you, because ultimately nobody would do that. If anybody has anything negative to say about you, you don't need that. You don't need them to be around you, because nobody who wants to be around you would ever do that. So, whoever is negative, forget about them. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. You know, I'm not here to feed you any excuse my language, but any bullshit. You know, I'm not here to feed you that. So I'm not going to lie to you and say you're not going to get that. You know, the world's a big place, and unfortunately there are people out there that will do that. But I'm just saying that you just have to be prepared and just say, you know what, it doesn't matter, because you're not part of my world. Just ignore it. You know, one of my friends actually shot a video. He posted, he wrote his own book, and he posted it, and this one person literally slammed his video, his book, and he literally went in a downward spiral. He hasn't done anything online, because he started with me a couple of years ago, and he hasn't done anything in over 2 years, because of that one critic. Now, this was a book, but this is kind of the same thing, because you're going to get people that are going to come after you and say, well, I'm not going to say come after you, but they are going to target your videos and say, don't like it, you know, it's no good, it's a scam. You're going to get that. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but I am going to say at the end of the day, if you can find a way to push past that and just think, you know what, I'm still going to do this because I believe in what I'm doing. I know it's not. I know what I'm doing is right. I know that it's going to help other people, because I know that what I'm doing is going to help other people, and I'm hoping that that's what you see too. At the end of the day, that's what we're here for. There are going to be people who don't resonate with our message, and that's fine. They can do what they need to do. Don't let their negative words put you off of what you're doing. You still continue with what you're doing, because ultimately you have a higher power. You have a bigger reason why you're doing this. So forget about the negativity. You want to surround yourself with positivity. And, you know, like I say, I mean, I've only got to know Andre and Patricia earlier on this year. I met Andre at Vegas earlier on this year. I met Patricia in Nashville a couple of months later. You know, it's only through going to these company events that I've actually got to know these people. But I make sure that I surround myself with people that are going to help me and share my vision, because that's what it's all about. You know, you don't need to be around the people that are not interested. You know, I don't actually share what I'm doing with very many people when it comes to my real life. You know, most of my family, most of my friends don't know properly what I do, because I know that they're not actually interested. When I first told them I was first getting online, they was like, no, you're crazy. You shouldn't be doing that. You want to get a proper job. And because of that, I don't talk to them about it. Not because I don't feel that, you know, that they would, or basically I wouldn't share it with them, because I don't want them trying to pull me down and say it's, you know, you shouldn't be doing it. Because I'm sure there are a few people out there who probably attest to the fact you start sharing it with people. They're not doing it through negativity. They're doing it because they care about you. They feel that you're wasting your time. They feel that it's not possible, and that's cool. Again, that's fine. They don't know what they don't know, but you just need to be around the right people who are going to uplift you and point you and push you in the right direction. So anybody that tries to bring you down and tell you can't do this, it's not possible, don't listen to them. You want to stay around on track with people like I said, with me, with Andre, Patricia. You know, we all share each other's vision, and regardless of what anybody else says, we still keep going. It doesn't matter. But, you know, just one more point. Sorry, Andreas.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say one more thing, because this is the power of video as well. You know, same as what Andre was saying about Ian. You know, he saw Ian on a video, and he went up to him straight at an event, and like Ian never seen Andre prior to that. So it's like when this guy come up to him, he's like, "Oh, you must be Ian," and he's like, he just kind of, I don't know who you are, but you know me, and it's kind of really bizarre. But you know, when I started going to a company event earlier on this year, I met a lot of these people who I've only ever seen online. So, you know, for me, it's kind of like watching them on TV. So this is what I mean. It becomes very surreal when you get to see them in person. It's almost like you've been watching them on TV for so long that they almost become a celebrity. And that's the beautiful thing about being on video, because you get seen by so many people. And, you know, Mike Hobbs, one of our mentors, he says that he regularly gets approached by people who he's never met before. And they'll just come up to you and say, hey, you're Mike Hobbs, and I've heard your story. You know, he has an amazing story about how he got started online and what he went through to get where he's gone, and he's, you know, amazing. But he shares it in his videos, and when people come up to him and start talking to him about it, who he's never met before, he just sort of, you know, makes you realise that this is only what's possible when you start shooting videos and start sharing your story and who you are, where you're going, what you're doing. You know, these are the kind of things that you talk about. You're just sharing part of who you are, and this is where you get people start coming to you, and it's absolutely amazing when it happens. And it's like I say, you put yourself almost on the celebrity pedestal when people start coming up to you and they know all about you, yet you've never even seen them before. And it is absolutely, like I say, Andre went up and started talking to Ian. Guy had never met him before, and he just literally went, "You must be Ian." And I'd have loved to have been there when he see Ian's face, but it was just, you know, to get someone out of the blue to literally come up to you and just go, "Hey, you must be so and so." And it's just, you know what I mean? It makes you feel really, really good, because you're obviously putting something out there for someone to recognise you. And, you know, like I say, that's the power of video. So, you know, that's just a couple of things that I'd like to share about why videos are so powerful, and how it can help you and help your lifestyle, and just sort of get yourself out there.
Another thing too, and you brought up a good point, man, while talking about that. And this is again for people that are in there are other companies as well. And you brought up this another key point. It's crucial. When you're shooting a video and when you do post it as well, wherever social media site it is, think about it now, guys. This is real crucial. You'll have somebody within your company who knows. I'd be somebody that be able to form a mastermind alliance. It's a as Napoleon Hill mentioned, Thinking Rich, how important that is as far as having a mastermind alliance, as far as, you know, going to accomplish your major definite purpose. That's crucial. You have no idea where just doing that one video, again, no matter how bad you think it might be bad, even though it's really not that bad at all, because, you know, we're our own worst critic, as we already mentioned as well. Who knows? That's something that would be a friendship that you're going to have for a lifetime because of that one video within your company. Somebody will be able to resonate within your company. You never know. You have no idea. Like I said, I mean, like Neil mentioned, basically this was formed up because somebody got out of his comfort zone and decided to shoot a video, and I was getting ready to. I wanted to do something live every week, but I need somebody else to basically, like, okay, let me see if I can do this with somebody. I want to do it with somebody or a group of people that had never done this before. And whoever thought that somebody who was a first time for a lot with him, you know, would be able to form up what we have right here. So I mean, that's what we're trying to mention, as far as you never know, as far as who's watching. And on top of that too, if it's in your own company as well, or even if you're in a traditional business, who knows? That might be another customer down the road too. That's like, I saw this person sharing this information, so I wanted to go check out, you know, wherever that it is that you're a business owner to. You see what I'm saying? You never know what happens when you just shoot that one video. So,
yes, that's true. That's absolutely true, guys. I'm sorry, I did get off of line for a second, but I was listening to you guys. I just made a Periscope advertising our fabulous hangout, and I'm hoping some people jump on. Actually, somebody is listening, they said. So I know they said they were driving around, and I said just get in your car and listen in. So, hey, if they don't watch us, they can listen. And, of course, we have the replays. And that's one good thing, like I said, if I didn't mention on the first part of this, I said that you have the replays, and what do? You guys, they last forever unless somebody shuts it down, right? But we don't want that to happen. That's a no, let's not say that. But we have these videos forever. Like you mentioned before, with what was it, Paul Hutchinson, right, and David Wood, how he had videos from 5 years ago. People clicked on them, and he had his link there tied with his video, and people could still sign up. He's still with that company, right? So hey, they could sign up, or go back and change your links for your videos that you've already made if you've joined another business, or a generic landing page that you can have that you can capture leads, and people are interested. You just never know how they're going to find you, where they're going to find you, what they're looking for. Just get your videos out there and have the web crawlers, rank you and everything, and learn SEO, which is search engine optimization, so that you can be on that first page of Google when someone is looking for how to change a tire or how to do a blog or whatever it is, whatever your niche is, you know, how to do knitting, whatever it is, your videos, just do them. Don't be afraid to do them.
I'm glad you mentioned that too, because we're right on schedule, everything too. Still have everything on point when I'm looking at what we already have listed out. Because we already mentioned as far as some of the equipment, something as simple as using this to shoot a simple video, or using your laptop or your computer.
Yes.
Any other equipment that you guys would probably advise as far as if somebody wanted to shoot a video?
Mm-hmm.
Any other type of equipment?
Well, like you say, you know, at the end of the day, sorry, Patricia, were you going to say something?
No, I was going to say, at the end of the day, you don't have to have multi-million dollars in video equipment to shoot videos. But go ahead, Neil.
Sorry, yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. You know, if you went back just a couple of years ago, you know, the equipment would have been so much more expensive when you had to do things properly, and it's like now everything started to get to a point where you could do it so basic as using your mobile phone. You know, we've got web cameras now. I've got a built-in. I'm using my built-in laptop camera. So you know, you've got cameras literally available to you all the time. And I tell you now, there is no better quality camera than your video. Sorry, than your mobile phone. So you know, I use my mobile phone a lot. I do actually use my webcam as well. But when I compare the two, I always prefer my mobile phone. So I mean, if you've got a relatively up-to-date mobile phone, like Patricia just pointed out there, you know, at the end of the day, it will have a very, very good camera, and you know that's the thing, that they're only going to get better. But it's just a case of get your phone, flip it out, and just stick ready to record. And like I said, at the end of the day, we're not saying it has to be, you know, you could do it with mobile phone. You can do it proper if you want. But I'm just saying that if you don't have that luxury, don't worry about it. Don't feel that is what's holding you back getting to the point of shooting videos. Whatever your video, whatever you need to do to get a video out there, then that's what you need to do. We all start from somewhere, and like I've just shared with you, you know, Andre shared about one of our leaders, Paul Hutchins, started off in a trailer, but he started speaking his vision. He started sharing about what he was doing, and there are people that are going to resonate with that. Remember, we're not. If I said to you that, you know, shooting videos is going to make you a multi-millionaire, you know, if you're just getting started online, that's something to you would probably seem like completely unmanageable, something that's, you know, too far. You might think, you know what, that's just too far. I can't see myself doing that. And that's, you know, that's the point. Don't feel that, you know, don't focus on it having to be a multi-million-dollar mastermind. It's, at the end of the day, it just has to be something. The content of the video is the most important thing. So if you can share something that solves people's problems, or you know, it resonates with someone, then that's all that matters. That's all that people want. People come to YouTube and come to Google because they have a problem. If you go to Google, and 99% of searches are because people have a problem. So if you think about, I don't know, maybe weight loss. I mean, weight loss, pardon the pun, is a huge market. It's, you know, it is one of the biggest markets out there. But you know, it's people are going there every single day, typing in, how can I lose weight? How can I get a slimmer body for the summer? You know, them kind of things. People are going to the internet every single day. So if you can find a way, and this is what we're talking about with video, if you can find a way to get in front of that market, then you know it's not then a question of you having to go out there and find these people. These people are now coming to find you, and that is the most powerful thing, because it then doesn't become a point of you trying to say, oh, you know, I've got this, I'm doing this thing, you know, would you be interested, kind of thing. That's kind of an old way of people actually doing it, online business. This is now at a point where people are coming to you saying, oh, actually, I like what you're doing. I saw your video and I'm interested. You know, what's it all about? And you know, you just go, okay, yeah, cool. So it's about this, and it can help you like this, and you know, would you be interested, kind of thing. Well, maybe you don't say that because you know they've come to you. So you say, well, it can do this. It can help you by doing this as long as you do this. You know, you just give them a few tips, a few pointers, and say, okay, so if you're interested, there you go. Go ahead and buy the product. And you know what I mean? But the whole point to it is you're not going out there to find these people nowadays. You're actually doing, and this is something we'll show you in just a moment, you're actually positioning yourself in the way, so people are now coming looking for you. So it's a completely different perspective. Instead of you having to go out there and find these people, you've now put yourself in the way. So when people come online looking for things, they're coming looking for you. So if you position yourself right, and this is again something that we're going to go into, a little bit later, there's every possibility that they're going to find your video, and then if you've shot the video, like we're going to tell you, in again something that we're going to go into a little bit later, then you've literally got them coming to you, and you shoot a video giving them what they want, and at the end of it, you're just saying, hey, if you want to know more, then they're going to come across to your web page, and they most likely will want to do business with you, as long as you're doing it right. And like I said, that's something that we're going to go into a little bit later. So that's the beautiful thing about video. You have yourself the power to put yourself in front of visitors who are actively coming almost to you, credit card in hand, because they're looking for something. They're looking for an answer to a specific problem. That's what it's all about. So, I'm not going to give away too much because it's something that we'll go into again. But, I just wanted to share that little bit just there.
And, I'm glad you're saying that, Neil, too. And I'm glad same thing what Patricia said as well. Because, I mean, those watching, you pretty much got a sense as far as like, okay, talking about, all right, you're sharing these stories. It's like, okay, but how to get me straight to the point. Is you can basically tell without us, to be honest with you, even having a setup, a structure, which we're about to get into here real soon, as far as having everything set up as far as the videos. You basically, first of all, as we talked about last week, and again, we're going over that a little bit right now, as far as just get yourself out there. Somebody's going to be able to resonate with you, no matter how you might think you look. For all my ladies out there, don't worry about that. You guys look beautiful already as is, too. Same thing with you guys. Just put it out there. Don't worry about how you look. That's it's just this limiting beliefs as well. A lot of people that have been paying attention to what I do, basically as far as like watching me on Periscope or Blab or whatever have you. Big shout out to you guys too, watching as well, because I mean, I like this be cut and dry with you. What you see is basically what you get. You want to relate with somebody who's resonate with somebody who's actually okay. I can say I can basically trust this guy. Okay, this person's real. He's not just running his mouth. You see what I'm saying? As far as just like, people just trying to, and I talked with Neil about this earlier in the week. People sense that as far as that, as far as like, if for those that like to do a different type of marketing, like for example, email marketing, or maybe like the blog. You having a bad day or whatever, that energy comes out. It comes out too. It comes out when you produce that content. And if you're in a video, and Neil's mentioned this a handful of times as well. You're in a video, guess what? You can see everything about the person. You see the facial expressions, the tone of voice, too, whether you're getting how they sound or whatever, what they're looking like. Well, how they look really does not matter, because it's really what you're sharing, in a sense too. So that again too, just to keep that in mind too, get rid of those limiting beliefs, because that's what really what we're trying to get our point across, as far as don't worry about all that. Once you're shooting that, you're going to have somebody out there that resonates with you. Who knows, somebody that be able to thank you, as far as like, man, you really inspired me. That's what Neil mentioned earlier too, as far as like, man, or like somebody like Patricia sharing something, maybe different type of lifestyle too, or it doesn't have to be just company events as well too. Somebody's like, man, what in the world? I was like, I like this person. There's something that you're gonna be able to find, is just that connection. That's why we keep on saying rapport. That's why we keep on talking about it here tonight. Now we're gonna get ready to what we've been talking about here, as far as getting the structure set up. And I don't know, Neil, if you want to go with this right now, as far as starting them off with the keyword planner before we get into the get to the intro. So we want to save that for later on.
Yeah, well, let's do the intros first, and then we'll go to, if that's all right, we'll go into the keywords, because I'll tie it together once we've done the intros.
That's fine. All right. This is what we've been waiting for. Okay, I mentioned earlier this evening, as far as people have short attention spans. That's just how we are. I mean, look at social media. If you're probably on Facebook already on top of watching this as well, maybe have your email, maybe have your email open, maybe on Google Plus. I'm saying that because I have all those open. But I'm just saying, people's attention spans are like all over the place these days. You know, so a key thing to keep in mind too once you're starting off that very first video. Well, let me go before I even start the key thing. Once you know what you basically, first of all, you gotta have your purpose. Like what I mentioned earlier about Napoleon Hill having a major definite purpose. What is it you want to share? You gotta know that right off rip. All right. Now, let's shoot for about 3 to 4 minutes. Why 3 to 4 minutes, you might ask? What I just said a few moments ago. People's attention spans all over the place. You know, if it's not 3 to 4 minutes and it's less than that, that's all right. Try to hit your points within it, and that's all right. That's fine. That is fine. If it goes over, still make sure you're on point. You see where I'm coming from? The reason why, again, respect people's time is not what we were talking about earlier this week, though, Neil. Respecting people's times, because people are like, man, people are in a hurry. They're busy these days too. That's just what it is too. But again, we're just giving you a little technique. You're gonna be like, but that makes sense. Again, we keep on explaining a little bit further. You about to say anything else, man?
Yeah, I was just about to say, if I can, the way I like to think of it is like this. Just imagine that you've got somebody that's outside on their lunch break, or maybe they're just outside having a cigarette. You know, if they're at work, you get about 10 minutes, 15-minute break in between you starting work and your lunch break. So you've got 10 to 15 minutes. Now, if you're shooting a video that's like 10 minutes long, I'm not, again, you know, as Andre says, don't worry about the length of the time. You know, I'll explain that in just a moment. But just imagine, right, you're shooting a video that's 10 minutes. That's a large portion of their time. So they're going to be like, okay, well, I'll come back to that later. And, you know, something I said to Andre is like, how many times have you said I'll come back to something later and you wanted to, but life gets in the way, you get distracted, and then you move on. And, you know, I'm just saying that, you know, same as what Andre says about if you can't make it last 3 to 4 minutes, that's cool. At the end of the day, don't try to stretch it out to 3 to 4 minutes if 2 minutes will do. It needs to stay on point, because when people start noticing that you're dawdling, or you're trying to make it span out, 'cause people can sense these kind of things. If you're just talking for the sake of talking, people are going to lose interest, and they're going to go quickly. So what you need to do is stay on point. If you can't make it last 4 minutes, that's cool. That's no problem. Don't feel that it has to be 3 to 4 minutes. But likewise, if you can't fit it in 3 to 4 minutes and you're going over, again, no problem. Don't worry about it. As long as you stay on point and you're giving great content, people will stick right to the end of the video. Now, I know I've just said that, you know, 10 minutes might be a bit too much long, depending on when people catch it. The way I like to think of it is, if you can shoot a video within 3 to 4 minutes, now they've tested this and they say 3 to 4 minutes is the ideal time and gets the best response. That's the reason why we say shoot in 3 to 4 minutes, because you can get enough content in 3 to 4 minutes, you can hit all the points that we're going to outline in just a moment, and it's enough time for you to get in everything that you need to get in. Like I say, if you can't fit it in that time, don't worry about it, but just make sure that you stay on topic, because like I said, the moment you start drifting, people are gonna know that you're just playing for time, and that's when people lose interest, because people value their time and they expect you to, you know, value it too. So if you are going to go over, just make sure you stick to the time. But again, if you're trying to stretch it out to 4 minutes, people are going to know that as well, because they can sense that kind of stuff. So, you know, just make sure you stay on point, and then, you know, you won't go far wrong at all.
All right, now the next very crucial thing when you're shooting a video.
I have one thing to say, Andre. I have one thing to say about timing as well. We know that attention spans like this, we already said that they are short. So we can make 2 different types of videos, or even 3. The first one will be where you're doing a general announcement, and it's just very brief, you know, that you boom right away, you get in your name, you get in what your purpose is of the video, and then you go into it. But you can make it short. And then another one where you have a training video where people will already know why they're going to the video, in maybe how you've prepped the video, so that they know that they need to take time to sit and maybe even get out a pen and paper to write down what it is you're going to instruct them on. So there's, like I said, different types of videos that people may want to stay a little bit longer. If it's a fun video, you know, something that's comical, and it's not a teaching video, then, you know, people will stay till the end on something like that. But for an online marketer, for us, we need to be boom, 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 in and out. on something that's not going to be a training video. And then again, like I said, if it is a training video, people will stay, and because they're interested, and that's why they clicked on it, because they want to learn something.
Yeah, that's a good point. Those are good points too. Especially, and I kind of like that too. And keep that in mind what Patricia said. I like that too, especially if you are shooting a video or a series of videos for the first time. That's something real good to share out to your warm market. So, you know, obviously keep that in mind. I love that technique. Go ahead, Neil. You better say?
No, I was just going to ask. I was just going to put this out there to the audience as well, because, like, so if you're liking the content that, you know, Andre and Patricia's just been sharing just there, just give us a comment or something in the comments below. Just let us know that you're liking this stuff, because this is the kind of stuff that we like to know as well. So ultimately, we're here to try and help you guys. So, you know, at the end of the day, if what we're doing and you like it, that's cool, because then we know we're going in the right direction and this is what you want. So, you know, we know by you sharing the comments and letting us know what you're liking about it, we know which direction to ultimately go in. Because again, we're here for you guys. We just want to make sure that you're getting as much as you can out of this. So if you can just let us know in the comments below, it'd be very much appreciated. But it also guides us as to which way you'd like us to go. You know, it's like I said, we want to make sure that you get the most out of this as well. So if you can go away with everything you need, not actually thinking, because I know I've had it before. I've done a few hangouts, and it's like I leave it, and it's like I could have done with knowing that. But I had the opportunity to ask the question. I just didn't ask it at that point. And to me, that was kind of a stumbling block, because it held me back from going on. So what we're trying to say is, if there's something that maybe you need to ask, or maybe we've not covered properly, or you'd like us to go a bit more in depth to, that's cool, no problem. But just let us know that that's what you want us to do, because we want to make sure that when you leave here, you've got everything you need to literally just get going. And just, there's no holdback. You've got everything you need right from now. You can just go out there, shoot a video. You know what to do, how to upload it, what research to do, and everything. So you've got everything you need to just literally go out there and just start crushing it in your business.
All right. Now, the next important thing, too, since we already talked about, and this is really even really before you really, now this is the start of the intro. So I take it back. This is now the start of the intro. And this is very crucial now. All right. I hope you guys have your pens and paper and notes out ready for this. This is very important. When you start off with that video, state your name. People want to know who you are. I'm dead serious about that. Who is this person they're talking to? I kid you not. I had videos when I first started. I kid you not. I don't think I gave my name till like after the end or at all. I just started rambling. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. They were so bad, and I had so many views still from it. I was like, are you kidding me? People are watching this. But I mean, too, so people know in the back of the mind, because remember we mentioned as far as people attention spans are crazy, are all over the place. So somebody will be like, wait a minute, that's Neil. I could have sworn that. What the hell is he doing? Then you go like, oh, because attention spans are all over the place, right? You click on other stuff on the side of YouTube, so you're like, click. Like, well, what was the word Neil was talking about? You go back to that video because you're like, what in the world, Neil, huh? Again, first part of that too, you have the video. Hey, this is Andre from. All right, so I stated my name. The next name, okay, got the name part out. Next important thing, your home base. Where is it that you come from? Facebook fan page, a business page, your website. If you have a blog, put that down there too. Maybe you have a link to your company or whatever, or maybe a certain exactly. Perfect example. Hey, this is Andre from AndreSanders.net. I'm not done yet with the intro. Guess what? I just gave you my name. And I gave you my home base. That's where you can reach me. So again, you know, because again, people's attention spans are all over the place. You know, go back to Facebook because you're on YouTube. You got to go on Facebook. You click on that. We're like, wait a minute. He said AndreSanders.net. So you know, that's in the back of your mind. Like, wait a minute. It's kind of like a reverse psychology in a sense, or something with the mindset, because you're like, person did say AndreSanders.net. Let me go check this out. You're curious. You already got your curiosity because we're on the video. So now you give them the link. You're like, okay, yeah, and you're like. You know, obviously the link works, you know, in all seriousness. You're like, oh, okay, what the hell is this information? Got you, because you're curious. So state your name, you got your home base. It can be your Facebook fan page, it can be profile or Twitter, whatever have you. Important two parts of that video. Your name, your home base, wherever it is. The link, website, whatever it is. That's crucial. Now the next thing is you're giving them what you want. You're giving them what they asked for. What is it that they typed in? What is it exactly that you typed in? Okay, like for example, we have for this Google Hangout, we have how to use videos to generate more leads, sales, and signups. Hey, this is Andre from AndreSanders.net. You probably came to this video because you want to learn about how to use videos to generate more leads, sales, signups, all less than 10 seconds. Because now that's really like, man, the person comes on your video, this is exactly what I wanted. I punch this in, and this is exactly what it is. Exactly. Let me give you an example now of that. Not so much of using this this webinar. Let me give you an example of how I use this as well in one of my videos not too long ago. So I'm going to share this with you guys. Just so within the first few seconds, we're going to stop so you guys can be like, oh, this is what he's talking about. Let's go to the video I just did not too long ago. Let's look at the title. One Facebook method you probably did not know. But let's take a listen to the first. Let me turn this up. Let's take a listen to the first few seconds.
Hey, this is Andre from AndreSanders.net. Just want to talk real briefly about one Facebook method you probably did not know.
Look at that. All within 8 seconds. We're less than 10 seconds. That's how you catch somebody's attention right off rip. Let me back it up again, too. I stated my name.
Hey, this is Andre.
Stated my name. Where's my home base?
From AndreSanders.net.
That's my base.
Just want to talk real briefly about one Facebook method you probably did not know.
Now I gave them exactly what they wanted. All within less than 10 seconds. It's like a little ninja trick that people are not really using when they're shooting out videos, especially to get more cold content, more basically people to kind of be like, this is what I punched in. You told me exactly what I was looking for. Oh my goodness, build a rapport, just like that. You see what I'm saying? And look, if you notice the picture, if you notice the background, okay, did it right there in front of right there in front of that trophy. Yep. Doesn't matter where you're coming from. Doesn't matter where I'm shooting it at. It could be in a closet. Make sure there's light in the closet. But I'm just saying too, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what part of the world. Guess what? You're gonna resonate with not so much with me. You're gonna resonate with the content because this is what you want to get out too. Now, obviously, we're gonna get into the content now next. But I just wanted this to share. It's crucial within those first few seconds and getting the person with exactly what they want, especially for something like YouTube. You know, because you're like, okay, this person, you gave me exactly what you wanted. You gave me exactly what I wanted. Because this is what I punched in. Now, remember, you're the one punching information to find out what this person is. Like, this person stated his name. That's his home base. It gave me what they want. This is exactly what I needed. Exactly. And now, too, if we can see as right here, too, we're not guaranteeing any results since we always share. But look at this right here. Look at the time. It's only 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Now, don't be intimidated by this number. Yes, I shot some 624 videos, and probably out of 624 of them, one of them was actually decent. But I mean, it just takes time, though, when you actually just shooting them over and over and over again. But the thing is, too, you state your name, you give your home base. Now you got the content. But what exactly should I have in my content? What is exactly are you looking to? Okay, well, let's go into that now, since we're talking about the content part. Since guess what? Now this is what's really going to state you as an authority, because now you're giving out the valuable information. Let's go back to what we said earlier when we started. We gave you a tip right there. Where's content? What I share about? Neil, this is safe to say when we go to company events, these things that we have called notes. We all do this. This is for those in the home-based business. Come on now, we all do this. This is what we do. We do tons and tons of notes. Got my notebook from my company event too, and this thing is loaded. Don't be surprised by the little saint the size of this notebook. It's loaded. We give out content. You're pumped up. I better get to you now. We're pumped up. Yeah, man, love this event. Don't you do that?
I think they did on Blab as well.
We do that with our notes, and we're like, 3 months later, we go to another company event. Man, what's going on in my business? Remember all the information, that great information that you had? Yay, now you got something to share. You got something to share. Put it out there. Put it out there. I kid you not. And Neil can back me up on this too. A few months ago, I think early this year, I think it was in April, when we had an event in Nashville, Tennessee. Our whole objective was basically just unload, basically like in a trash can, just do like this, try notes, and just unload on all of our notes as far as what we were able to get for that event, and just share it. Just keep on sharing. That's one way too, right there. That's really 2 ways. Company event, you're using notes. How about this? They say when we're in a home-based business profession, we should do what? read daily, listen to audio daily, even if it's 10 minutes reading, 10 minutes reading. Maybe listen to audio. You know, that's it can be a conference call because there's always value from company leaders in conference call. Look at YouTube. YouTube is loaded. Like this past week, I've been listening to a lot of the hip hop preacher Eric Thomas, who's right now, if you don't know who he is, that's another up and coming motivational speaker. Well, he's been doing this thing for the last few years. Then you got the other big ones as well. Your Les Browns, Bob Proctor's, Brian Tracy's, Tony Robbins. The list goes on and on and on. Find something that you got from it, share it. So now, okay, let me give you a perfect example. Tony Robbins. How about this? Tony Robbins webinar. Hey, this is Andre from AndreSanders.net. You probably came to this video because you want to know more information about Tony Robbins webinar. But guess what, too? And I gave you the intro. Now you just give them the content. It's whatever that you removed, that you're inspired to, or whatever have you. There you go. What you about to go? What you about to add on to that as well, Neil?
Yeah, I mean Andre, you just captured it there absolutely perfect because again, I'm just going to try and emphasize the point. Just think of what your user, the person who's coming to search, actually what they've got in their mind. So they've got a burning question in their mind that they need answering. And just think, like when you come to a video, they're going to see the title of your video, and if your video answers their question, they're going to click on it because ultimately they want that question answered. So as long as in the first 10 seconds you've got them basically saying, hey, my name is so-and-so from so-and-so, so as Andre said, hey, my name's Andre from AndreSanders.net. You probably came to this video because you needed to know this. So again, if coming back to the point that I said earlier about weight loss, so if you're looking to get, I don't know, a trim body for the summer, so you can say, hey, my name's Neil Henson from neilhenson.com, and chances are you're here because you're looking to get a beach fit body by the summer, or within the next 10 weeks, something like that. That's literally, as soon as they hear that, they're literally like, okay, so this is exactly what I'm here for. I need to pay attention to this. So as long as, like I say, we're going to show you how you can do this as well because it's key. So they've literally come there, they've typed in exactly what they're looking for, and your video says exactly what they've typed in. They're going to follow that video right the way through to the end because they're going to want to listen to what's on that content. Now that's a very, very key strategy that we can show you how to do. We're going to go into that a little bit later. So again, like I said, we're going to give you everything you need to move forward. But just think when it comes to your user, what's going through their mind, what do they want to know? So again, when we're talking about whatever niche you're going in, so the one thing you need to be asking yourself is, okay, what is the biggest problem in my market? So if you're talking again about weight loss, obviously it's losing weight, but different kinds. Some people want to be, they want to lose a couple of pounds. Some people want to lose a lot of weight. Some people just want to get a little bit of exercise. So there's different variations in regards to it. But if you target it based on what that person's searching for, they're gonna resonate with that straight away, and they're gonna listen to what you've got to say. And this is what Andre was saying as well about coming across as the authority, and this is what the video has the power to do, because once you start putting yourself out there in front of these people and you start telling them about how they can do whatever it is that they're looking for, you're going to come across it as a leader because you're showing them how to do something. So and that's the positioning about putting yourself in front of the people and showing them that you're going to come across as a leader because you're helping them get to where it is that they want to go. And that's what video has the power to do. So like I said, we're gonna go on a bit further, but like I said, just think about your end user. So when you're talking about whatever niche you're in, so maybe again, I'm a football fan, Andre's a football fan, we're in different countries, so it's different meaning, so to speak. But we both love football, so if we start talking about football, we could talk about football all day long in American speaking, but we know what kind of things people would look for when it comes to football. So I would know exactly what people are looking for and how I can position myself to start getting eyeballs to that video. So again, it's just all you're looking for is burning desires, questions, problems. These are the things that people are coming to the internet for. They want them answering. And if you can find a way of putting yourself in front of them people, again, we'll show you that in just a moment. But if you can put yourself in front of them people who are coming to the internet looking for what you've got to offer, you're going to put yourself in front of so many people. Again, we're going to show you how you can know how many people are coming to look for it as well. That's something we're going to go into in just a moment as well. But you're then positioning yourself in front of so many people, and it's only a matter of time before somebody just, you know what, I'm going to do this. And again, it's all to do with numbers. Again, it's about people who resonate with you. Again, you're not going to get everyone who resonates with you, so please don't set yourself an unrealistic expectation of saying I want to get 1 million views a month, or and get every single person to join me, because you're just setting yourself up for failure because you've set yourself an unrealistic target. Then not everyone is going to resonate with your message, but we're not talking about getting everyone to resonate with your message. You just need a small fraction. Remember that statistic that I said earlier about narrowing it down. You're looking for 0.000001. Talking about 10 millionth of a percent. So when I'm saying so many people are coming to your videos, you don't want every single one. Of course, the more people, the better. But what I'm saying is, don't think you need to get everyone, because that's just not. You set yourself an unrealistic expectation. Just think, you want to try and get a reasonable proportion, but don't expect the unexpectable, because it can't work. So just like I said, we're going to go through the numbers, how you can position yourself, and what kind of things you need to be putting in your videos, and the keywords, the titles and things like that. We're going to go through all that. But all I'm just trying to stress to you is, don't set yourself an unrealistic expectation. Be reasonable, because otherwise, when you don't achieve them results, you're going to kind of be a bit deflated. So just set yourself a realistic expectation, and just start moving on from there. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But just be mindful of how many people are coming to you, and just think that you just want to resonate with some of them, because some of them will, and they will take action on what you say, as long as you, like I say, as long as you follow the structure that we're going to give to you.
All right, so now we give them the intro. We hit them with a little bit of content, and Neil pretty much stressed that even more so, because it gives them a reason to still stay in your video too. Once you're hitting the points, what you're talking about, because you already know, okay, I know my purpose of this video as well. Got my name, got my home base, got exactly what you're going to give them to. And again, too, like we just said, too, you're solving a problem for them. You got a solution for the problem, And I don't know, Neil, if you want to go and share that where exactly where they can find more information too, because I know I was about to say something unless you want to say it. And I got a gut feeling that we'll both be on the same page as far as that too. This is something that we were taught not too long ago from our mentor that we mentioned already, Mike Hobbs too. And again, I gotta say this too, out of respect for him, because he's been a workhorse in our company, and his results are definitely not typical. So again, please see the average earnings, the income disclaimer at the bottom of this webinar platform as well, because he's a $700,000 earner within 3.5 years to our company. So I mean, man has put in work too, and he's invested time, and he has great coaches as well, and this is who we're learning from with our company too. And this we're gonna share. We're about to go over right now as far as, okay, where can I go find some information as far as now basically being a problem solver. That's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna quickly share my screen. So give me just 1 second.
Yeah, and then obviously too, for those in other businesses too, maybe you're already in another online company too, or you're in another network marketing company too. Guess what? Now you can share your information about your product, your service, your company too, or maybe whatever it is. What can it help what can it help your potential viewer? What can it help them with? As Neil said, not trying to get everybody, because you should already know your target market. And then if you don't, all you have to do is look in the mirror. I'm dead serious. I'm not trying to be funny with that too. That's your target market. What is it that you like? Trust me, there are people out there in the world that will resonate with you as far as like, they don't want to say it, but they really know. It's like, man, I do have these problems. You never know until you actually go out there and share what you have for them. Whatever that is that you're trying to solve with them as well. So you still looking through right now, Neil?
No, no, so I was just about to share, but I just wanted to let you finish off what you were saying. So
Oh no, I'm
just
good.
sharing my screen just there.
You might as well give them the keyword planner as well too. Might as well
Yeah,
share that
yeah.
as well.
I was just about to go to. So what you do is, if you've got access to a Gmail account, then all you need to do is go to Google and type in keyword planner, and then from there you come up to you have to sign in. This is why you need a Gmail account. So you sign into your Gmail account, and then when this is the first page you'll be presented with, and you'll have 4 options. And what you're looking for is search for new keywords using a phrase. So all you do is click on that, and then we type in our keyword. So if we go back to the point that I was making earlier, and we just say weight loss, and then scroll down to the bottom, and then click get ideas. And this is all you basically do. And from there you'll get this page. It's just loading just now, so just give me a second. Now it will give you 2 options, and it's going to say add group ideas. We don't want that right now. What we're looking for is keywords. So these are ideas of what you can shoot your videos on. So just wait for that to load. And as you can see, the first one it's going to come up with is the keyword you've just typed in. So this says weight loss. 14,800 people were typing in that into Google every single month. But if we scroll down a little bit further, it then goes through. Now this is going through not necessarily largest to smallest, but it started off with the largest one. So how to lose weight. So this keyword, and keyword is the actual phrase. So it's not a word as in like how. We're talking about the whole keyword phrase. So this is exactly what people are typing into Google, and it's the actual phrase that people type into Google. That's the keyword. So people are typing in how to lose weight 450,000 times a month. So, you know, there's so many more, but like I said, I mean, you can literally go on forever and ever and ever. I mean, we're talking 800 keywords inside this one alone, and there are so many more. But you know, each one. I mean, the lowest one that I can see here is I think we're talking about 8,000 or 9,000. Just see 9,000. But I mean, we've got 30 keywords on this page, and the lowest one I can see is 9,000. So these are just phenomenal amount of numbers. But you know, we're going to go into again what kind of keyword. How many searches per month, because that's key as well. You know, to start with, you don't really want to be aiming. In fact, I would encourage you not to aim for the biggest number, because you're going to be competing against a lot of people. So you just want to make sure that you give yourself a chance to get out there and be able to be seen. And if you're trying to compete against this kind of search volume, you're not going to compete, certainly straight away anyway. Over time, if you're consistent, again, we can't offer you no guarantees, so I can't say you will, but I'm just saying you will stand more of a chance the more consistent you are with it. So if you're posting videos every single day that people are loving, liking, commenting on, then you know there's no reason why you could eventually look to compete with this. But this is not where you want to start out. So don't go after the big fish straight away. What you're looking for is a reasonable amount of searches, and we'll go into that a little bit later. But this is where you want to be going, and all you're doing is basically going to Google Keyword Planner, just typing in your keyword phrase, and then you're just looking for different ideas. So again, you know, you could just pick one out at random and just say how to lose belly fat, how to reduce weight, best diet, weight loss tips. You know, you could just literally, like Andre just said, so imagine you shoot a video on weight loss tips. So, you know, you could just say, hey, my name is Neil Henson. Hey, my name is Neil Henson from neilhenson.com. And you've probably come to this video because you're looking for weight loss tips. And just make sure you're doing that within the first 10 seconds. And then from there, you just go on, say, you start giving the tips. So, you know, I'm going to give you my 3 best tips for, you know, my best three weight loss tips, something like that. Then you're giving them exactly what they've come for. So they're thinking straight away, all right, so they've got your name, that's key. They're not going to be focusing so much on your name, but the reason why we say to say your name is because subconsciously they'll start hearing it again and again and again. And if you just keep dropping in your website, it's only a matter of time before they're thinking, you know what, I'm going to check this website out, because I've heard it often enough that you know they're just going to come and check it out. And that's just it's a subtle way of you actually getting people to come and visit your website. And again, like Andre says, it could be your blog, it could be, you know, your website, it could be a promotional page, it can be whatever you want. But you know, the point is, if you can say your video at the start, so your page at the start, then you've got more chance of people actually wanting to go and visit that page. So just make sure that you get it in there. Don't be in a rush, just make it flow nicely. So again, like I say, hey, my name is Neil Henson from neilhenson.com, and chances are you're on this video because you want to know how you're looking for weight loss tips. Something like that. You're just giving it flows. Don't be, like I said, don't be in a rush, just let it flow naturally. Don't be too nervous, just let it flow naturally. And like I said, just hit the point. So you want to get your name, your website, and the reason why they're there. If you can get that, like Andre said, in the first 10 seconds, then you know you've got more than enough chance that these people are going to stay right to the end. And like I said, we're just looking for something that doesn't have a large amount. So I'm just going to go down a bit further, and I will actually show you what you really should be aiming for. Because again, like I said, there's a large amount of numbers here. I mean, even there, you're still talking 18,000. That's still a lot of searches. And in order to rank, you're going to struggle against that. So, you know, let me just go down a bit further. This is the kind of thing you want to be aiming for to start off with. You're looking at about 500 to 1,000 words. And to be honest, that could even be too much to start off with. You know, don't be frightened of thinking, if you see a video that is only getting, if you get a keyword, so one of these keywords, for example, if that's only getting 50 searches a month, to some people they'll probably say, well, that's not really a lot, so I shouldn't really be going after that. It's like, well, if you look at it the other side, you've got one video that has 50 searches a month, and you put yourself out there and you get on the first page of YouTube, then you know you've got 50 people that are coming, and you've got potential of getting all of those 50. Again, you've got other videos on there, so there's no guarantee you're going to get all the 50. But I'm just saying you've got the potential to be in front of 50 people a month. And who's to say that you stop there? You know, if you do that against 5 to 10 that have got 50 search terms a month, you know, if you do it 5 times, that's 250. You do it 10 times, that's 500 searches a month. The numbers soon mount up. So don't feel that you have to aim for the large numbers where you're talking 27,000, because again, the bigger the number that people are searching for, the more people that are going to be competing against it, because they're thinking exactly like you, I want to get in front of the big numbers. But you know, you can capitalize on this, because if they're going out there after the big numbers, that means you're free to take up the smaller numbers. So you know, if all you need to do is just get 10 to 20 videos out there of, you know, 50 to 100 searches each month, and if you're on the first page because nobody else is bothering to target those keywords, you've got the potential to be in front of hundreds of people. And all it takes, like I say, just get a few people a day just clicking on your website and making, you know what, I'm going to find out a bit more about this, and you start getting people coming across to your website. And if you set yourself up right and you set the right page, what we call a capture page, so this is a way of retrieving their name and email address. This is something we'll show you in a little bit later on about, you know, what capture pages are all about and how you can use them, and you know why you should be using them. But you capture that, you've got a way of talking to this person, building a relationship, and potentially getting them to buy products from you, because you know we're all in. Internet is a relationship business. That's what it's all about. We're here to provide a service to people and show them the potential of what, you know, what we're promoting. So we're trying to show them, like we're trying to show you, a better way to do this. Now, of course, we've got something that we can have. You know, we've got a product. So there's a little link that's just below the video, and you can click that, and like I said, you can check it out, and feel free to join us. But you know, it's not necessarily the product in so much to speak. So you could be providing, and people could love, you know, the content that you're providing them so much that they don't really care about the product that you're actually promoting, because they're just thinking, you know what, I love what this person's doing so much, I'm just going to join them, because if this is what they're giving to me for free, then you can imagine what's going to happen to me if I just get in. You know, I just get in, and this person's going to help me so much, and they're going to get me to where I want to go. So you know, again, don't think you need to hold anything back. Give as much value as you can. The more value you can give, the more people are going to want to join you. So you know, this is what it's all about. You know, it's a value-based business. Give as much content as you can. Just don't hold anything back. But sorry, I just went off a little bit off point there. But I'm just trying to say that, you know, you've got people out there trying to compete for these large website, large search volumes, and here's you could just target against that. Now imagine if you had 10 videos ranking against keywords that had this kind of search volume. So that's 7,200 people searching for different keywords each month. And if you've got a video each ranking against them, that's 7,000 potential people coming to your videos. And all you get, again, you just need a small portion of that. So if you got 10% of that, so again, just 720 people coming to your website, you know, would that be enough for you to start seeing more, you know, more value in your business? Do you think for 720 people a day coming to your website, do you think that you'd be able to start building your business a lot quicker? You know, this is what we're talking about. This is the potential. So what you need to do is just define what niche you're in. So again, I'll just get you a hypothetical here of weight loss. So if we just do, I don't know, internet marketing, because this is what we do. So marketing, let's do that. So just type get ideas, just waiting for it to catch up. So just bear with 1 second. And we'll go for average searches per month. So it's just going to sort it out into numerical order. So if we go right up to the top, you know, there's this huge amount of numbers. So, you know, there was one, the exact keyword, so internet marketing itself gets 40,500 searches a month. But, you know, the largest one, obviously, marketing in general, 550,000 searches a month. Again, there is no chance of you competing against that, certainly to start off with. Again, who knows down the road? You know, I'm not gonna say it's not possible. Of course it is. But I'm just saying that you can imagine how many people are trying to target this exact keyword because of how many people are searching for it. So leave them to compete and fight out for this. You know, you could be at the bottom, start competing against something like this. I mean, still 1,900 people a month. That is still a large amount of people. That's just a month, so that's only one keyword. So if you started shooting a video against this and you ranked against this, so you got potentially 1,900 people seeing your video. So maybe you started shooting a video against this one, marketing firms, another 1,900. So again, you know, you start ranking yourself against the lower kind of keywords. And again, we could go even further because we're only talking 1 to 100 here. We've got 800 here. So if I just went right the way to the back, you know, we've got only 10 searches a month, which again, to a lot of people, they're probably saying, nah, that's not enough. Okay, fair enough. That's one way to look at it. You know, it's not a large amount, but for the sake of shooting a video about this exact keyword, and potentially putting yourself in front of those 10 people, then, you know, you've got every possibility of, if you just did that every single day of 10 there, 10 there, 10 there, and 10 there, these will soon stack up. So if you did one a day, that's potentially 70 people a month, 280 people, 70 people a week, 280 a month, if you did it on, you know, a 28-day average, but say 30, so that's 300 people a month. But then, you know, over the course of a year, it soon builds. So you got 300 this month. Next month, you keep doing that. That's 600 people. Because you got 300 this month and another 300 next month. Combine the two, that's 600 people. The numbers will soon add up. So it's not necessarily about focusing on thinking about this is only a small number. It just means it's easier for you to get yourself out there in front of people. So target the smaller numbers. And again, like I said, just keep doing what you're doing. And like I say, eventually these numbers will stack up. So I'm not going to say aim for these. You know, personally, I'd be looking at, you know, between 300 and 500. That's what I would start off with. Anything less than that, it might not be worth your time. But I'm just saying, once you start getting into this, maybe you want to start ranking against these too. Because again, some people probably think, I don't want to do this because it's not enough. You know, 10 searches, it isn't a lot. I'm going to give you that. But somebody has to compete against these, and if you just do one video, you just think not many people are searching against it, which means not many people are going to be ranking against it because people are going after the bigger fish. So it's going to be easier for you to rank against this keyword, so you can get results quicker. Granted, not a lot, but at the same time, it's somewhere to start, and all you're looking for is just that quick win. Was you going to say something, Patricia?
I didn't say anything yet.
You be tidy like a hot toddy. I'm getting ready for the lip sync battle, so my hair is back. I washed my face. I'm going to start putting my makeup on.
What was that?
Great pattern interrupt. Let me add on something real quick, Neil, what you had as far as that information. I'll give you a perfect example. And be creative when he was suggesting those keywords, because guess what? You can still add in some other words on top of those keywords. Perfect example. You punch in weight loss. All right, it's not so much about the rankings, whatever he just showed to, but watch this: weight loss in women, weight loss for men. You see what I'm talking about? You gave it a keyword too, but also be creative with that. Be creative. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. Let's put it all together. Hey, this is Andre from AndreSanders.net. You probably came to this video because you wanted to know more about weight loss for men. I gave you the keyword, and I bet I was creative with it too. So we're doing that to help you rank a little bit too, but still be creative. Or weight loss using, if you're in a nutritional company. You see what I'm saying? Be creative with that, but use those keywords as well. That's crucial.
There is one more thing actually.
Go ahead, Neil.
Sorry, I do apologise. Let me just quickly say this, because just whilst Andre's just reminded me, so I'll just quickly share this because this is something else that you could actually do, and Google will allow it. So if you go, like I said, we're just talking about weight loss in general. So if we go to Google and just type in the word weight loss, then Google basically at the bottom automatically tells you these are the keywords it deems to be most relevant against that search term. So if you want a quick way to rank against, if you're looking to try and rank against maybe, again, don't go for the super high ones, because the chances of you actually ranking anytime soon, I'm not going to lie to you, you're looking at very slim. The bigger the search volume, the less chance you have of ranking ultra quickly. You need to start building up some consistency, because YouTube, it's all about trust. And the more videos you can shoot about YouTube, it's basically a way of grabbing YouTube's attention, of saying, look at me kind of thing. And if you're just shot one video, Google is not going to look at you by comparison to other people, because they're doing it every single day. They're getting eyeballs to the videos. They're getting people commenting on the videos. That's what YouTube wants. People's all about YouTube is about the end user experience. So they're not going to rank you against other videos that are potentially getting thousands of video views, getting comments, likes, shares, all that kind of stuff. So to start with, you want to start narrowing down, and again, aim 300 to 500. But if you use this strategy, so you type in the word keyword, if you type in the keyword, I'm just using weight loss as hypothetical, so don't feel you have to use that. But so if you use weight loss and type it into here again, so we can just see exactly how many people are potentially searching it. I think it was 40,500, if I'm not mistaken, was searching it each month. Yeah, so 40,500. Sorry, 14,800. I do apologise. So that's how many people are searching it each month. But you type that in, so you know how many people are searching it for each month. Down here, this is basically what Google is basically saying you can use, because this is what it deems to be the most relevant keywords against that keyword. So if you can find a way to include these within your video, what you're talking about, and potentially there is one other strategy that we can go through, and we'll go through it a little bit later, or we'll go through it just now because we want to try and get back on point. But these are the keywords what YouTube deems most relevant. So if you want to rank quicker, then find a way of incorporating these within your video, and YouTube is going to love you because it deems you to be most relevant. And again, it comes down to what Google sees. It wants the best user experience, as I'm sure you do. That's what it's all about. So if you can give them a great experience and find a way of incorporating the kind of keywords that Google deems most relevant, you're going to get ranked so much quicker, which means you're going to get people seeing your website quicker, and your business is just going to, it has the potential to literally just blow up.
I was going to say, you guys, that's excellent information for anybody who's watching here, and hopefully you're taking notes, and you leave us a comment down below. Did we mention that we have a free little gift for them, the ebook that they can get as well, that we have on our page?
No, we haven't actually. We do apologise, but like I said, there is a free ebook. It's a free gift, and if I'm not mistaken, it is Think and Grow Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Andre's favourite book. He absolutely adores that book, and you know what? I'm not taking anything away. I love that book too. I know Andre absolutely loves it. It's his favourite book, and it's by a man that he loves as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Another thing too. What are you about to say, Patricia?
No. And then we know he also loves Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I do too. Getting our mindsets into positive, for our businesses, because if we don't have that right mindset, we can't do videos too. So it all stems from the mind, and we have to have that positive mindset, and reading those books will help. I just wanted to say, like you said, be specific. We've already said that about the long tail keywords. And when you said, you go down to the bottom there, and Google will help you with the most popular ones. And be specific, as we always say. So maybe you want to have a video about skydiving, right? Although I would never do that, right? But let's say you have skydiving with your best friends, skydiving with who does skydiving with the U.S. Air Force, right? Or whatever. Skydiving with skydiving with clowns, skydiving with bloggers, bloggers that skydive. So you have to be specific so that you can attract whoever it is that you're attracting, and that people can click on it, and voila, you have an instant audience right there. And then one thing I wanted to ask you, Neil, is for people that kind of might throw them off, because it did me. I thought that when we do the keyword planner, that is free service, right? But you do have to use your credit card. They want your credit card information. And
no. The only reason why they're asking for your credit card information is because you're using this potentially what Google sees as a way of advertising on Google. So you don't have to. I mean, I'm quite surprised that it hasn't said it on my account, but it does actually say, usually in a red banner right the way across the top, saying your account isn't active. Please enter your credit card information for further use. So basically, you don't have to use your credit card at the end of the day. I would not encourage you to enter your credit card information, because again, we're not talking about spending money on YouTube, on Facebook, on Google. This is all about getting free traffic from YouTube. So don't feel you have to enter your credit card information. Then this is all free. And there is one other keyword research you can do, but I prefer Google's keywords research, because at least against that, it kind of tells you what search volume you can expect. So again, there is one other tool, and I'm not going to say it. I'm going to put it up at the side, so people can actually see it. But do you know what? I'll say it, but I will apologise, because it isn't. It's called the keyword shitter. So keyword and then SHITTER. So it is called the keyword shitter. And if you type that into Google, you'll find it. But basically, what you do, in fact, I'll tell you what. I'll just quickly show you. So let me just.
While you finding that, I wanted to say something too.
You know what you could do? We could type it. We could type it in our comments, Neil. Yeah, you can type it down there in the comments.
We want to show it as far as what the words come out to, because it's pretty cool as far as seeing all the keywords. Another thing as well, on top of using the keyword planners, is if you're looking for more ideas too, go to forums, different forums when people are asking a question. And since we're talking about videos, guess what? You got some information we can go see the video about. You see a question that somebody has, and you kind of know, or you can basically, be a problem solver right there. Answer that question, shoot a quick video about it, bam, guess what? You can go put that link back in the forum. Now you're as an authority, as we talked about earlier, too. So that's something else to keep in mind. Oh, yes.
I'm just here, and like I say, as it says just here, it does actually say it just there, and so that is what it's called. But all you do, type in your keyword, and then you've got negative keywords. So if there's particularly, for example, if I go back to here and I just say internet marketing, which is our primary keyword, what we do. So if I type in the word free, because let's face it, we don't really want people coming to our website looking for free stuff, because we offer free value here, but anything we do is kind of it's paid. So when if you made the decision to join us, then you'd have to pay for something. So what I generally do, I don't really want people who are coming to my website expecting free stuff. If they want to come here to this hangout and get free stuff, that's cool, that's no problem. But if you're coming to the internet looking to do business, wanting free stuff, that's kind of a different perspective, because you're what I would see as a freebie seeker, and that kind of person is never going to really spend any money with you, and is, if anything, they're going to take more of your time than someone who wants to just basically do whatever they can to try and get themselves in the position where they want. So I'm just saying that the negative keywords, they're the kind of words you don't want populating. So when we're doing internet marketing, I'll give you an example. So if we just type it, so just say, well, I'll just say go. So basically, but maybe this will say free internet marketing tools. You know, that's something that might pop up. But because I've typed in the word free there, any keyword on this side that has the word free in it, it's now going to exclude from the search. But you know, that's been running now for a few seconds, so I'm going to stop it now. And as you'll see, I don't know if you can see that, that's 542 keywords already. A couple of seconds, and that's already got 542 keywords. So if I just left that running, I know from experience that that would run to at least about 10,000 keywords. And all you look to do from there, so we'll just grab one. So let me just go up to the top. So we just say internet marketing. So internet marketing blogs. So we just grab that, go back to Google. Again, I would come back to Google because, sorry about that. Come back to Google because then we know how many people, because that's where it all comes down to. We need to know how much of a competitive keyword. Again, you don't want to be shooting against the most competitive one to start off with. You're just looking for something to get you started. So as long as it doesn't have too many searches, you know, 880 there. So internet marketing blog. 880. Now, I'd feel comfortable in trying to rank against that, because the chances are you might be able to get ranked against that in the next couple of weeks, maybe even sooner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, it gives you more keywords as well. So you know, once you've typed in that, it gives you more keywords. Again, you know, you're talking about a lot of search volume just here. So again, we're not looking at that. We're just trying to filter down to the what we say the small fish. So you know, 590 searches. That's more than enough. If you've got 590 people to your website a month, that's still a large amount of people coming to your website. And if that's just one video, you know, if you're shooting a video a day, you know, you times 30 by 590, you know, that's what, 17,700 searches a month? That's a lot of people. So, you know, it's just the numbers will soon add up. So don't feel that, you know, you need to be targeting the big keywords, the really big keywords. Just start small and you will soon branch out. But once YouTube starts recognizing you're posting valuable content that people are liking, people are watching, people are commenting on, but you're posting it on a regular basis, YouTube will soon start recognizing you as an authority. And that's when YouTube will start putting you on the front page, because it will say, okay, let's give this person a test of being on the front page, because you know, we've not put them on the front page so far, but they're still getting a lot of people coming to their website, coming to the video, liking it, commenting on it, and loving it. So even if you're sharing it, that's another thing as well. You get all those kind of things. Even if you're not on the front page, it's only a matter of time before YouTube picks up on that and saying, okay, well, think what might happen if we put them on the front. You know, people are going to love that. And it gives them, again, people are going to come back and back and back, and that's what YouTube wants. So it's a great cycle. So you give great content, people love it, comment it, share on it, so they've got more people coming to it, but then they've also got those people coming back to the same website, YouTube. That's what YouTube wants, and that's what they want you to want. So if you can give them great content, the user a great experience, and give them a reason to come back to you, because again, you're on YouTube. Again, that's what YouTube's going to love, and it's only a matter of time before YouTube starts rewarding you with first page acknowledgement. Again, don't be shooting for the big fish. Again, over time, there's no reason why you can't soon start competing against that, but it's going to take time. So start small, aim big. We're looking for the quick wins now, so you can only get the quick wins by the small search volumes and the least amount of people that are competing against it, and the least amount of searches is going to get the least amount of competing websites. So the bigger the fish, the bigger the search volume, then the more people that are going to try and compete against it, because everybody wants a slice of the big pie. So, but leave everyone to fight out at the top, and you just take what's at the bottom. because that's when nobody else is bothering to even try. So if you're there sucking up all these keywords, 10 and 20 and 30 and 50 and 100, it's only a matter of time. But, these are going to soon, if I say soon, very quickly, they're going to add up. And 100, 30, 50, these numbers will very quickly add up, and it's only a matter of time before you start seeing that in your business. With the amount of people coming to your website, if you follow, like what Andre says, so your name at the start of it with your website, and then you give them great content. And there is one more thing that you need to add to the actual video as well. If you want to take that one, Andre.
I was just about to get to that because we already. I'm glad you already stated the other ones too, because I wanted to go. To close, what do you want your viewers to do? All right, you gave them your name, you gave them your home base, you gave them the content too, along with the keyword planner as well. Okay, what do you want your viewers to do? You want to go click to the link? You want them to go like your video, leave a comment on your video, share it. You see what I'm saying? You got to tell them what to do. Give them a call to action. CTA. Simple. This is real something simple. Let me give you an example. What I shared earlier tonight too. I went all the way to the end. I had to find it myself with the video I shared earlier. All right? So, like I said, as far as doesn't matter where you are. Now, what do I want my viewers to do?
All right, so if you got value from this, love to read your comments below or like or share this video. With that being said,
what was that? Comment below, like or share the video? Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. So what was I giving people? A call to action. Comment, like, share. You got value from this. You got value from this as well. Comment below. Love to read your comments as well too. Also letting them know if you got value from what we're sharing tonight too. Give them a call to action. People need to know what to do. Like for example, a perfect example. You love this information that we've been giving you tonight. Hey, come join our team. We'd love to have you join our community as well too. Yes, let me in. We'd love to have you as far as giving more value too. We have a conference call or seminar here coming up next month in my home state, since I'm from Florida. So I'd love to come meet you there. What are you about to say, Patricia?
Yeah, that sounds fabulous. So there's different calls to action. Again, like I said, Neil likes to do a lot of videos, training videos. I like to do lifestyle videos. And I guess you, Andre, you like to give your lifestyle as well as, training videos too. But we can give different calls to action. A lot of times, again, the balance is 80-20 from what I do, because you, especially for new visitors following you, you don't want to like sell all the time, because people get turned off to that and they know, oh God, here she wants me to join something. Well, that's usually why we reach out to strangers, because we have already exhausted our friends or family about our pitches, to join our company, and that's not what we want to do. We want to reach a target audience, people that are hungry and looking for what we have to offer them. But again, it doesn't have to be sell. Something as simple as sharing a video, because when you share a video, you're going to have your people that are watching give to a wider audience that you may never have even reached at all. You don't even know who they know, on top of who knows who. So to me, giving that value of just a simple share, that call to action will eventually lead to somebody who wants to know more, wants to know a little bit more about what you do, and then curious, and that's where they'll search you out, and even you get something like in your chat mailbox or in a comment like, what is it you do again? So that you're not like trying to reach them, grab them, let them, that's what you call attraction marketing, let them reach out to you. So that's what I have to say about that. Just let your video speak for you, and do give them that call to action, because let's face it, they don't know what you want them to do, and we already know that you need to tell them what to do. But constantly pitching them all the time is not a good thing either. But when you have got it, say you do a series of videos and they're following you, and then you have that call to action on each video, but then you'll have, maybe if you did 10, you have 2 that gives them a real call to action with a link that they could click on to find out more about your business.
Yeah, that's cool. And you know, like you say, you know, you don't know who's actually watching you, and you know that's the point. So don't think that, for example, when you start, you know, you're possibly not, well, you're not going to get potentially too many visitors, at least to start with. Now, that's not, I'm not trying to say that as a discouragement. I'm just saying that we all start from somewhere. So, you know, you just need to start getting a few views. But again, same point as I was trying to say with YouTube, you start being consistent. Eventually, people are, you know, it's all about that. If you see something happening again and again and again and again, eventually you're just going to start thinking, okay, I'm seeing this thing time and time and time again. There's got to be a reason why, and it just has that curiosity, and it's only a matter of time before somebody else thinks, you know what, I need to know what this is about because I'm seeing it all the time. So, you know, just because people aren't necessarily coming to your website straight away, that doesn't mean to say they ain't watching. And you know, when we talk about one of our leaders, you know, Mike Hobbs, as we mentioned earlier, one thing that I like to share, and he mentioned it on one of his training videos that he did for us. He said that one person had actually joined him, not in his business, but joined his actual list. He signed up for his newsletter, and this was back in 2008. He actually decided to join Mike Hobbs's team this year. So that's 7 years. This person had been following him, and he even said, you know, I've been following you for years. You know, I know you went from this company. He went to a few different companies, but he followed him everywhere. He followed him, what he was doing, everything. He says, I just couldn't. I didn't join you because I was in something else. But once that he decided to leave there, or I can't remember whether he left there or whether that company, you know, went under, or I can't remember exactly what happened. But the point is, that person left that company. And then because he'd been following Mike for so many years, he decided to get in because he loved what Mike Hobbs was doing. So the point I'm trying to make here is, just because you know, people aren't joining you straight away, don't feel that people ain't watching, because they are, especially on Facebook. So you start posting your video on Facebook, people are going to comment on it, people are going to share it. It's only a matter of time before these people start joining you. But to start with, they're just curious. They need to know, you know, that they want to follow someone. And if you do something often enough, regular, they're going to, again, come back to the YouTube point, they're going to come to rely on that, and they're going to want to follow you because you're following a consistent pattern. And again, if you're not posting every single day, this person probably might say, well, okay, why would I join this person? Because they're not posting every single day, so they're not clear about their vision. They're obviously not as dedicated as I expected. I'm not trying to say that as a negative way. I'm just trying to say that, you know, don't feel that if you're not getting results right now, that you're not going to get results at all, because it just takes that little bit of consistency. But it's only through consistency. This is the #1 key. It's what Google relies on. It's what YouTube relies on. It's what Facebook relies on. The more people you can start getting to your videos, then, you know, YouTube's going to love you, Facebook's going to love you, Google's going to love you, and ultimately the people that come to watch your videos are going to love you too, because they're going to see you're posting on a regular basis. But if you're not doing it every single, well, try to do it every single day. This is what I'm saying. Do it every single day, but don't get put off if you feel that's a bit overwhelming. So, you know, we've showed you how to do the keyword strategy and stuff, and I'm not trying to overwhelm you, but I'm just trying to say, you don't know who's watching, and if you're posting on a consistent basis, sharing valuable content that people are loving and relating to, it's only a matter of time before these people decide to join you. But if you're not going to be there every single day, then, you know, they could be looking out for your content, and it's like, okay, well, where is this person? And it's, you know, if you're not there, they may at that point decide to go somewhere else, because they're looking for that content, and if you're not going to share it, they're going to find someone else who is. So this is what I'm saying: post every single day.
Hey, Neil, don't forget too, man. Oh, go ahead. Don't forget too, and a big shout out to Ken, because he joined us. Ken Reno, he joined our team here. I kid you not, a couple of days ago, because we were game planning for this tonight. He decided to join our team because we were on Blab every day, just talking, just game planning, just giving out value. That's how people like, for example, like Mike had somebody join his team after so many years. You know, the list goes on and on. You just smash them with value. Guess what? Now you got them interest too, and then they're eventually going to come around you. It might not be immediately, but eventually it'll come around. We have so many stories. I'll show you this one story too. As far as people watching it, you know, we have another $1 million earner within our company too, and he was being watched from somebody who was another company in another country, Portugal, and he was watching him for over 2 years, and then exactly when this earner, our top earner, decided to join our company, guess what? He eventually came on over too because he was giving out value. And now, again, results not typical from either of them, so please see our income disclaimer below. But he's a $600,000 earner within our company because he was watching, again, a $1 million earner for the last couple years on his list. You never know who's paying attention to you. So, again, like I said, you keep on giving them value. That's Patricia brought up earlier, too. Some people know people's BS meters are up these days. We know that. But you're giving that value, they'll come around and curious. We better go say, Patricia?
No, basically that, you know, when we are on our videos, people get to see who we are. We already know that, right? They get to see the real person that you are, or the phony person that you are. You know, I know there's a couple that have there's several people that I follow on YouTube because they're characters. They have like a little show that they sing these oldies songs, and I think they're from the 80s, you know, kind of soul stuff. It's a couple. She has breast cancer, and they dress up in costume of that era. And I look for their videos all the time. They are also in network marketing, but you don't even know what they do because, you know, it's so subtle. They may have their, I don't even know if they have their link. All I know, I've been following them for about a year, and I'm so into that. I know their breast cancer awareness and all of that type of stuff, but I don't know if they sell health products, which I'm sure they do, or exactly what. It's been a while that I've clicked on that, but if you follow them for a while, you endear yourself to them, and you might say, well, let me help them out. But they also have fund drives, or what do they call them, fundraisers and other things. And I say, well, I might want to join them one time for what they're into. And then there's another couple that I love to watch. They're a Filipino couple, and they have children. It's more for a mompreneur. I'm not a mom, but you know, they had a cause the other day that I'm feeling that I might donate to, and I've been watching them for a while. It is their cause is for child slavery and stuff like that. So, but they just share their lifestyle. They're not technical. I'm not a technical person, I have to admit, and I just found the fact that I know I should do more training videos and stuff like that, but that's what we have a team for. You know, I could send them to my team site or to my Empower Network blog to show them how to do stuff. I can, you know, do that stuff. So I'm not going to focus on a lot of my videos on training, because there's places that I could send them for that once they get into the industry. But lifestyle, look at all these people are showing is their lifestyle, and I think they have over 4,000 or more 5K visitors a day on their blog. So you know, we could do something like that creates some kind of entertainment for our people, and then once in a while it's brought to you by, you know, how a TV show is brought to you by, and then their product. But it's that 80-20 thing that I like, you know. I like more of lifestyle videos. But I have to tell you something. I have to go, guys. I really enjoyed this and the information that we had to share, and I will hop on the replay so that our viewers know what you're going to give them. Unless, did you want to wrap it up in the next few minutes, or you guys can?
We are about to do a quick review, and I'm glad you brought it up because I just wanted just to review real quick.
I'll hang on for the next couple of minutes to see what you guys.
I just wanted to get the quick review for those that now stayed all the way to the end because we did have something to share with them as well.
Yes.
So this review from what we had covered. Okay, we went over the live videos, and then so you guys all know too. It's kind of funny. We all hit this on point. We covered the live videos. We gave you obviously the ridiculous reasons basically why. Obviously, as far as the stats the report can make, obviously how you can be as an authority. You know, obviously how you see it is, you give your own experiences with the leaders. The simple equipment use as well too, and we already even covered these two as well as far as lead capture pace, autoresponder. went through the keyword research. This was kind of funny how we went through everything on point. And now we have the intros to the videos. We covered all that too, as far as your link, how you can get started using the videos. Of course, we obviously gave them the home base. This was just the home base. Obviously, as far as staying on point, how the content can put you as an authority, and then especially as far as using this. If you are 3 to 4 minutes, don't worry about stretching out any longer if it's shorter. Obviously giving the reasons to stay because of the value you're giving to them as well. Making it clear you have a solution to their problems. And obviously, I say 4 key points. There are really more that we just went over too, as far as using that. Like we went over the topic, the keyword research planner, and then being creative using that as well. The content we shared too, and then the call to action. And then notice when I shared information earlier too in the intros, it's a soft call to action as well when you're stating your name and then your home base, and then you're giving the title with your keyword within it. Be creative with that part too. So now they made it all the way here to the end. Hey, big congrats to you guys that made it all the way to the end, because now this is what you also came for as well. Okay, Neil, this is what they came for, man. They came for this. What is it exactly as far as that? What happens to that? What I can't come up with any more information. What to share? What is it exactly? Can they have more information to never really run out of information? Oh, by the way.
Well, that is a very good point, actually. And, it was something that was presented to me, and I didn't actually fully grasp the potential just behind this simple concept until I actually put it to work. And I'm telling you now, I actually did a testimonial for him once, because I purchased a product from him, and this is where I learned this. But it was in there that he presented me with this, and since then I've just never been able to run out of content. And this is something that I would say to you guys, because the whole point is called what we're calling an ILT method. So basically, it's I stands for invest, L stands for learn, and T, most important, is teach. We spend time learning so many different things online. If you go to YouTube or wherever you go, you learn so much. Well, same as what Andre was saying about, we go to events and we write down all this content that we're learning and stuff, and then we get back and we just put it to one side, and then we think, all right, well, let's focus on moving forward. Well, you've got the content right there. What have you just learned? How many times do you see people going on Facebook saying, I've just learned how to generate 20 targeted visitors a day using this method, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google+, whatever. How many times have you seen that? And so many people are like, yes, I want to see that, I want to see that, I want to see that. Because we want to know how it's done. But that person learned it from somewhere. So obviously it was created from somewhere, and I'll be honest with you, when it comes to Instagram, I don't know where it came from. Somebody started it, of course, but all those people out there that are doing it, they've had to have learned it from somewhere. So if you've got somebody out there teaching it, I'm going to say 90% of the time that they're going to have learned it from somewhere, and that's the point. So whether you invest your money into a product, whether you invest your time into a product, you have content at your disposal that you can then use and start putting out there. Because like I say, content's not all just about being consumed. You need to start applying it, because that's when people start seeing the value in you. So like tonight, we've gone through a great deal of content about how you can shoot, what to shoot videos about, how to find so you're talking about your target market, how you can find what to talk about, so the keywords, how to do your research, how to know what kind of videos to shoot about. So again, we're talking about the lower search volume, so don't go for the super high ones that are thousands of views every single day, because those ones are not, you want to go for the lower ones, or as Patricia said, the longer search keyword. So the longer the keyword, the lower the search volume is going to be. So it's those kind of things that you want to be doing. But like I say, we've learned this information from somewhere. So go out there and start sharing it. You just learn how to use videos to build your business. So why don't you take a few bits of information and just say, hey, I've just got off a hangout, and this is what I've learned so far. If you'd like to know more, give me a shout out. That person comes to you and saying, hey, I'd love to know a bit more. And then, you know, if you want to send them back here, again, this replay will be available for the next 72 hours. You're more than welcome to send them back here. We would love that. But, you know, who's to say you can't take a snippet ideas? We're hoping you're taking notes. Write some notes down about some snippets. So the keyword research, the tools that we pointed out to you, the structure in which to do your videos, how long you should be having the videos for. You know, these are the kind of things. Also, what I've been telling you about what YouTube's looking for. Again, I'm no expert. I'm not going to tell you. I can tell you how to get on the first page, but I can tell you what YouTube looks for. Not everything. Again, YouTube's algorithm is a highly kept secret. But if you think about the user base, what they're looking for from their use, they want a great user experience. So what they're looking for is engagement. Social media, think of social media. They want people viewing their videos, but they want to see comments, they want to see likes, they want to see shares, all that kind of stuff. So if you've got that, you've got videos that are being done in that way, then, you know, they're going to love it. So, you know, it's all about positive user experience. So the more you can get into the mindset of your user, then, you know, the better it's going to be. But what I've said to you there is just a few snippet bits of information. So these are kind of things what YouTube wants in order to put you on the first page or rank you highly. So if you can say, hey, I can teach you, don't say I'm going to teach you how to get on the first page. Please don't do that. You just say I can show you just a few tips on what you can do to get yourself in front of in front of everyone else. So don't promise results. So i.e. get you on the first page, generate thousands of views a day. You know, don't give unrealistic expectations. Give them something. Say, look, I can give you a few tips on getting what will help you get to the first page of Google, YouTube, because that, you know, you're not offering no actual guarantees. You're giving them tips on how to get there. So, you know, just take a few tips away, and if you want to share those with your people, and hopefully, you know, these people will come to you and start seeing you. Okay, well, I just want to see what you've learned and what you can do to help me, because that's what it's all about. So if you can give them that, they're going to love you and they're going to come back to you. And just think about it like this: if you said you can give them something that's going to help them, they're going to come back to you because they're going to see you as an authority, because you've taught them something that's going to take them to the next level in their business. That's what it's all about. So you don't have to, you know, be seen as this guru, you know, who has these fancy websites and fancy videos. None of that. Don't worry about that. You know, what we're looking for here is providing value, and it's through providing value that people actually see you as the authority. So you don't have to be someone who has proven results, and, you know, we all start from somewhere. Every single one of the gurus has started in your position. In fact, some of the gurus have probably started off in a worse position, but they've got to where they've got because they didn't take no for an answer. They knew what they wanted, and they were consistent with what they did. That's the key. Consistency is key.
And again, too, you got tremendous value from this. Hey, let us know in the comments below. Let us know. Again, shout out to Ken for joining us too, Overcoming the Odds team, because I know he left a comment early, left it on the YouTube. That's fine. That's all fine.
That is my fault, and I will apologise to him, because I checked my phone just a moment ago and I realised he actually sent me a message a time ago, but I didn't see the message flash, so I couldn't get back to him straight away. It's only when I checked.
That's all right. Hey, shoot, let me know about the other tool that we have, man. Once you decide to hop on with us as well, because I mean, again, we give respect to another company as well too, but I mean, really, again, another tool as far as really help out their videos. Let them know about that as well, though, too, Neil. About the tool, like, what is it exactly when they click in? Yes, let me in. You know, what is the other tool that they're getting?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
No, I was just saying, what is it exactly? This is the other tool they're getting once they say, okay, once they do decide to click that little green link that says, yes, let me in. What's it exactly? On top of the videos, it's supposed to be help for the night. What is exactly that they're getting it with us as well?
Okay, that's cool. Sorry, I think my internet's dying a little bit, because I caught that. So yeah, basically what we can do for you once again. So we've already now given you, literally, you've got what videos you need to be shooting. So target your demographic. Target your niche. So what niche are you in? You know now where to go to find ideas. So what problems are people having? And like Andre said, great idea. Go into the forums. So if you're in weight loss, if you're in make money online, if you're in football, if you're in swimming, it could literally be absolutely everything. There will be a forum for almost every single niche that you could possibly think of. And there will be people in there that are basically saying, oh, yeah, I need to know how to do this. What if you shot a video like that? You're seeing yourself, you're then now perceived as the authority because you've answered their problems. So we're giving you, we've given you the structure. We've told you how long you need to be roughly aiming for. Again, don't worry too much if you can't stretch to the 3 to 4 minutes, but also don't worry if you go over. So, don't worry too much about it. Just most important thing is taking action. So if anything is going to stumble that, i.e. if you watch it and feel that, all right, I need to retake that, again, that's just not taking action. That's you going over and over and over things. And don't get into that analysis by paralysis. Just focus on post it. If anything, do what Andre says. Shoot the video, don't even look at it, just post it straight up. Done. And it's that action that's going to start yielding your results. Having a perfect video is not going to do much by comparison of shooting as many videos as you possibly can, providing value. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how awful you may think that you look in that video, people are going to easily overlook that once they see the value that you're presenting. That's what people are all about. So start providing the value, people are going to love it. But sorry, I'm getting a little bit off point. But what I'm trying to say, I'm just trying to recap all that. But if you decide to take action today, then when you get in, what we're going to do is give you the exact formula that one of our leaders has actually uses to get on the first page of YouTube. Now, again, I'm not going to say this will work for every single keyword, so I want to be clear. But if you feel that getting on the first page of YouTube for, again, I don't want to say your chosen keyword. I'm just trying to emphasize the point. If you can get on the first page first page of YouTube and even Google for your keyword, do you feel that that's going to help your business? Do you feel that you're going to see a lot better results in your business? That's what we can present. That's what we can offer you today. So if you get in, we will give you the exact strategy, the exact formula that one of our top earners actually use. Again, results are not typical, so I'm not going to say you join us today, we will show you how he's done it, because we can't guarantee you no results. What we can do is tell you how he got there, how he managed to get his videos ranked on the first page, because that's where it all starts from. So if you feel that getting your video on the first page of YouTube and potentially the first page of Google is something that's going to benefit your business, then once you make the decision to get started, we'll gladly talk you through the strategy about what you need to do and how you can go about doing that. So I'm going to close out with that. But like I say, if that's something that you feel is going to help you, because again, like I said, we're giving you everything you need right now to go. So even if you decide not to get started, that's cool, that's no problem. You have everything you need right now to shoot videos and start going out there, getting traffic, getting exposure, and start putting yourself in front of the people who want to see your business. But if you would like to see your business go up even further and start getting yourself in front of more people by getting on the first page of YouTube and potentially Google, then you need to get in right now, and we will go through that exact strategy of how you can do that.
Yes. So also, again, hey, let us know if you did get a tremendous amount of value from this, what we shared. And also let us know as well, too, once you do implement this immediately, let us know your results, too. I mean, we're not expecting you to be a millionaire tomorrow. We're not guaranteeing you anything like that. But we want to just give you just something as far as just a nice, simple blueprint for you to get started immediately, and just have fun with it. Have fun with it. Mess up for it. That's the only way you're gonna learn is making mistakes. Have fun doing this, and then start sharing those videos all over social media. I'd love to see that from you guys as well that are watching as well. So also too, same time, same place next week, 6 p.m. Eastern time, or out there in the West Coast, 3 p.m. Pacific time, or Central time, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Central Time, or out there in the UK, out there at 11 p.m. So, you guys have anything else too, or you guys are good?
I just wanted to say one more thing, because like you was just mentioning, don't get bogged down by analysis, by paralysis by analysis, so to speak. Don't worry about, you know, is this right? Is this perfect? And, you know, think about what I was saying to you earlier about one of our top leaders. Again, you know, I keep saying results are not typical, so I can't guarantee you. But what I am saying is this person started off at the bottom. He was actually going through foreclosure when he started shooting these videos. And as I told you earlier, he inspired someone because they actually said to him, that video was awful. Not, you know, I'm not taking anything away from him, because at the end of the day, he persisted, he carried on. But just think, right, the moment you start looking at it and thinking, you know what, this video is not good, think back to what I'm saying right now. You know, this person just posted it, and even when someone came up to them and just said, you know what, that video was awful. It was an inspiration because you know, it was awful. But, you know, did it stop him in his tracks? No, it's like, well, I'm still going to go on. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you still got some value from it. That's the reason why you're here. That's the point. So don't feel you need to get everything perfect and everything looking prim and proper. And don't worry about that. Like Andre says, shoot the video, just put it up there. And the moment you start thinking, I need to check this, or I need to make it perfect, or I need to tweak it, think back to what I'm saying right now. Okay? Just, you know, it's not about being perfect. It's just about taking action and just getting it done. Because that's where we start. Once you start getting into the routine of doing these videos, then maybe you can start thinking about, all right, I could make this a bit better by doing this, or, you know, maybe I could make it a bit better by that. That's when you can start doing it. But by then you've got into the repetition of doing it, and you've got over that part of having everything perfect before you set out. Once you've got past that initial hurdle of, you know, posting the videos and just not caring about the end result, that's when you can start coming back to the videos and analysing it and maybe looking to make them a bit better. But right now, we're trying to get you out there, posting the videos and just taking action in spite of anything else. Once you've got past that and you feel you're past that, then you're ready to start reviewing your videos and perhaps critiquing them to make them a bit better. But right now, I don't want you to be focusing on that, because I don't want you to think, I could make this a bit better, because I know you'll do that, because I did that, and I'm sure that Andre and Patricia have done that a few times before as well. But what I'm trying to say is, just post them out there. Don't worry about what the end result is, because right now it's all about just posting the videos. And once you've done that, and once you've got over that initial hurdle of not worrying about what the end result is, then you can come back, review them, and think, okay, well, maybe I can make that a bit better. Maybe I can make that a bit better. And that's when you start critiquing it, because you've now gone into the action of just posting the videos and you've overcome that initial fear. But you're not ready. You maybe not. Well, I won't say you're not ready for that right now, but I'm saying maybe you're not. And if you know you're going to just review it and tear it down and just do another take, then you are not ready for it, and you just need to post it and forget about the end result. Just post it, don't worry about it.
Get started. Get started. That's the bottom line, right, guys?
Exactly.
That's it. Get started. Like I say, if you want to take your results to the next level, you need to get in. And like I said, once you're in, we will show you what you need to do to potentially get your videos on the first page of YouTube and Google.
Yes.
Next week, we can show them our videos and run them. There's 4 of us. Hopefully, our other partner will get on, right? And we can show them our videos again. Andre, you showed yours. Neil, you have to show yours. I'll show mine, and give them a sample of what we're talking about. All right?
Yeah, fine. So with that being said, we will see you guys next week.
All right. Take care, guys.
Peace.